Hello everyone. So this time I'm gonna explain you how the datasets work more or less, and also the shares and how to set up users, groups, and also to enable Samba. It's gonna be quite a bit of a long video, but should be interesting. So first of all, I'm guessing you want to set up a few users and a few datasets, but before we do that, I think it's gonna be very interesting to add some users at all. So I already have one, which is myself, and you have root, which is per default. If you see that in your case you have way too many credentials here showing up, it's because this button is toggled, so probably should look like this. But if you want to see the ones you created, just untoggle this and it should be fine. So we're gonna create a few users as an example. So I'm gonna create John. The username is gonna be John as well. We're gonna keep it that way. Gonna set a password. So here for the groups, we leave this ticked. So this makes it so a group will be created automatically. The name is gonna be John as well, so it takes the same one. This essentially keep it per default, save. Okay, then we're gonna add a new one as well, Tom, and same password, and we hit save again. I want to mention that, for example, here I have full admin. If, for example, we want to give full admin to another one, we can do it also super easily. It's gonna be here. You're always gonna get the built-in users, but you want also to have the built-in admin. So this is the one that I used. So if I go here, built-in administrator, I'm gonna press save. So now Tom is also a built-in admin, so a full admin. What does this mean? It means, for example, he will also have the ability to connect to this dashboard. If you don't have it, you don't have the ability to do so. I'm gonna do it real quick. It's not here, it's here. Log out. We're gonna log in as Tom. So Tom, and the password as well. And there you have it. You're logged in as Tom this time, and not as root as I did before. So I'm just gonna log out and continue the tutorial as root. Just a second. There you go. So this is for the users, everything is done. Now you also know how to create the admin. Perfect. Now we're gonna go to groups. Groups, as you can see, you have two groups now. You have the John and Tom. Obviously mine as well, but we don't count that. Here you're gonna see one thing. If you're gonna go into members, you'll see by default, John is already added there, which is good. But if we want to have them all together, imagine myself, Tom, and John, we can still add a new group. So the group is, let's say, trio. So this is gonna be everyone here. I'm just gonna hit save. And then when we hit on trio, you're gonna see on members, you see here it's empty on the right. It's completely fine because we just created, so there's nothing in there. So here's a bit more tricky. You have to look up where everyone is. There you go, this is me already, and John and Tom. Gonna press move to the selected, so group members, so we all belong to the group. You can do this as much as you like. For example, if you want only a group where you only have like two people, imagine just John and Tom, so we can do that as well. So we're gonna scroll down, as we know already. I'm gonna hit save. So if you're gonna here again at members, you're gonna see that John and Tom are the only ones in the group. You can set it up as you like. If you have multiple users, it can be quite interesting. For example, if you have family, kids, or parents, kids, or whatever, friends, you can put those people in those groups so it gets sorted out. Okay, that's it for the groups. Super easy. Now for the Samba share. First, we need to enable it. So we go here into services. For myself, I already have it enabled because I'm using it to show you how this works. For example, here for the downloads on the previous tutorials, I already used it. It's basically just clicking this, enable, and this one automatically starts. So basically when you're restarting your server, it also restarts as well. Make sure to have it enabled. So if you have it disabled, you will not be able to access your Samba share once your server restarts. So be careful to leave this enabled as well. Yeah, that's it for now. So we're gonna go on datasets now. Probably you've seen this interface before from my tutorials previously. So to create the dataset is pretty easy. Just create on one specific pool you want. In my case, I'm gonna use Lake for demonstration purpose only. So I'm gonna go press on the top right, add dataset. Gonna use YouTube as the name. I'm gonna keep it generic. You can have different types here. So you have Samba, it automatically creates a Samba share, so for everyone can access it. You can change it afterwards, we're gonna see it. Apps, it is perfect if you just want to create one dataset just for the apps and you want to mess with it. It's perfectly good. I discovered it actually pretty late, but we can show it afterwards as well. And multi-protocol, I don't know, so I'm not gonna touch that. Gonna hit save. And there you go. We have a poll now already for YouTube. Okay. We want to be able to share it, so to able to be accessed on the network. We enable the Samba share, but we can go here on the shares. We're gonna select Lake YouTube, and we're just gonna hit save. Here it says we're gonna restart the Samba service. Is completely fine. This actually makes it available in the network. Sorry. Actually, no, don't hit configure. Actually, cancel. We're gonna configure it now. So if I'm gonna go here, and I'll be able to add a new one. So it's gonna be YouTube, and there you go. I can access it. I have access to the one we created. That's basically it. It's for the simple one. However, if you have multiple users, we're gonna see how the permissions works more or less. I'm not gonna go way too deep into that because it can get really tricky. But we created 3 users, essentially 2, Tom and John. So we can give them a separate share. So we're gonna give John one. So this is gonna be just for John. There you go. We're gonna have one for Tom. And hit save. And should we add another one? Yes, add another one. It's gonna make Frio save. It's for all of us, and as well for Duo. It's for just the 2 of them, so they have a shared folder. Okay, first of all, let's go with John. So John, now Unix permissions, we have root. We really don't want to do that. We want it just to be John. So we're gonna go here, hit John, select John as well, apply user, apply. Any other cannot read, nor execute, nor whatever. The group can do that as well, so we can save it as well. On the advanced, we have apply pipe permissions recursively. This is very useful if you have already some subfolders. So when you have some subfolders, it is crucial that you apply this so that the permissions get applied recursively throughout the whole dataset, so you are sure that everyone is up to date. In our case, we don't have anything in that, so we can just leave it blank. We don't need to tick it. Save. Okay. For Tom, exactly the same thing. We need to change it now. Tom, and then Tom as well. Apply group, apply user, hit save. Oh, I actually forgot to change the hit save, should be up to date there. Okay, perfectly. So this is it for John and Tom. So only they have access to those things, to those files, to those shares essentially. See, since I was logged into YouTube, if I try to go to John, permission denied. I'm logged in as myself, so I don't have permission to do that. Trio, I have access because it's open for anyone. but we're gonna change that. So Duo, I said before, I wanted just for both of them to have access to it. So I'm gonna see if I can manage to fix it, because there was actually an issue with Windows itself. So we'll see, because the credentials saved in Windows were messing up with my tests. So we're gonna see if it fixes or not. So here we want the group, we want to change it. So it's gonna be the Duo. So we are selecting the Duo. User, keep it at root. Apply group, and yeah, other, no, apply. So we're gonna go here. If everything works, it should also say the message that I don't have the permissions to select it. Besides John and Tom, they should be able to see it, and there is no issue with that. Now for the trio, it's essentially the same thing. So I'm gonna go on edit, I'm gonna hit trio, save. I think, yeah, I didn't hit, as you saw, since I did not hit apply, the group did not change. So I need to hit trio, apply group, these two disable, hit and right, save. Okay, now we're gonna go here and I can access it. Perfect. So here I create a new folder as well, so we're gonna see which permission I have, as well as here. Yeah, I don't have the permission to do this action. That's actually perfectly fine. This is actually what I want. So no one should be able to mess around with that. So it's perfectly fine. So I want to check the permissions. We're gonna go here. I use the SSH command to connect myself there. If you don't know how to do that, let me know. It's very simple actually, but I can explain it really quickly. But we want to see the permissions. So I was talking about the permissions. How do I see if they work? Okay, I know here they work perfectly fine, but I want also to be sure that they really work. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna CD myself into the current dataset. So we have the pool and also dataset, of course. So YouTube, need to spell it right. There you go. Okay, if I type ls-l, this will show me the permissions actually of the folders inside. So press enter. So here, this is very interesting. So as you can see, this is the user. This is what we changed before. So here is John, so the user and the group. So this is the Duo folder. So the Duo folder, sorry, this guy's in the dataset, has the Duo group. Here has the John group, the Tom group, and the trio group has the trio dataset, which is completely fine. And I created a folder before. I think it was under trio. Perfect, it was under trio, so we can check that out as well. An arrow key up and go into trio, up. I'm gonna type ls-l, which, as you can see, me as a trio, I belong to the trio, so I'm allowed to make those changes. And you see the user para, me, and the group user para as well, was allowed to create a new folder. That's it. So this is the really quick rundown on how the groups and the users work. I'm not gonna switch into different John and Tom, because Windows is very messy with that. I tried it multiple times. I failed miserably. And I found out the reason why it didn't work is because I need to restart my Windows machine every time, and I really don't want to do it. But it works. You can try with other machines, see if it works. But yeah, just be careful. Sometimes it can be very tricky if you have different users. You can get quite messy. For me personally, what I do is I do just one individual data set and that's it. Nested like this can sometimes cause some issues if the permissions from the top one, in this case YouTube, is not set properly. So you're gonna have some really weird issues. But that's basically it. Super simple. I try not to overcomplicate, simple examples on how everything works. I think this covers the whole scope of the video essentially. I hope this helps you out. If you have any issues, let me know. If you want to know how to set up an SSH, I can also totally do that. It's really easy. It's like a 2-minute video tops. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.